So Asmongold and Elon Musk both politely disagree in this episode of Crypto News in a Flash. So the XRP ledger is handling up to 1.8 million in average daily transactions. And almost 1 billion was liquidated from the market in 24 hours. The SEC is also going to host roundtables across the US. And here's a list of the dates and locations of these roundtables. I think this is great incentive and good outreach for the public to get involved in the crypto narrative. My opinion on the SEC has greatly changed lately. I'm actually starting to respect them quite a lot. So Asmongold and Elon Musk. Okay, they have apparently been butting heads on the topic of digital ID. Asmongold posted saying Internet Real ID is inevitable, and especially for social media. Denying this might feel good, but it's a lie and you know it. What isn't inevitable is private companies having access to your public records. The best solution is a government authentication token that only verifies info. And I totally agree. I have to agree 100%. Digital ID is inevitable. I deal with hundreds of fake Happy Daddy accounts trying to scam people every day, and I pray nobody falls for them. Digital ID would make it impossible for these people to create infinitely fake accounts online because no matter how many I report and get banned, they create 2 more for each one I get banned. So it's a losing battle. But Elon Musk responded to Asmongold saying, government is much worse than any corporation, or you don't understand government. Government is simply the most powerful corporation with a monopoly on violence. Damn, Musk. He got serious quick. And I don't disagree with Elon Musk either. He's totally correct. So what's the solution then? If we know it's inevitable, but our governments have historically shown that they end up being run by psychopaths who abuse every aspect of the system. So over here we have digital ID, which is inevitable, but over here we don't trust governments or corporations to control it. So we just need a third party, a trustless, user sovereign solution grounded in Web3 and open source cryptography. But who in the world can create or has created a digital ID in a way that it cannot be tracked, used, abused, or sold to institutions? Oh, wait, hold on. XRP? Really? Huh, who would have thought? Permissioned domains, guys, are the future. A permissioned domain means you need specific digital ID credentials to access this portion of the internet. This is already being created on Web3. And Ripple, the company behind XRP, has created Amendment XLS40, which allows the creation and use of digital IDs onto permissioned domains and blockchains. While they also have XLS81D, which attaches those digital ID credentials directly to your wallet, as well as amendments XLS75 and XLS80D, layered permission domains on top of the blockchain that integrate with your digital ID and wallet. So yeah, I feel like the more I've been talking about Ripple lately and XRP, the less haters against XRP that I've been seeing. I think I'm doing a good job of pointing out the truth. But to finish up Asmongold and Elon Musk's debate, Asmongold had one last response saying, I'd be fine with a third-party authentication token as well. What did I just say? Ripple. And I just don't see how you can reconcile the growing demand for online accountability in any other more constructive way. The US isn't even bad compared to other places, especially in regard to speech regulation. And once again, I agree, but just a little less this time. And his point on third-party authentication, Ripple, 100% Ripple, XRP. And I agree with the second point that we should have accountability, especially for people on the internet. Scammers, for instance. But to say that the US isn't even that bad compared to other countries is like saying, hey, your physically abusive girlfriend only beats you half the time as the last one. Freedom of speech is a must, 100%. Without it, society falls into the darkest corners of control, emotional, psychological, and eventually physical imprisonment. But I love Asmongold. He's not the greatest person in the world, but he doesn't try to be. That's what's great about him. Even with all of his flaws, he's authentic. I respect that so much. With Elon, I don't know if I pick up as much authenticity from him as Asmongold, but I still like him because at least he tries to do the right thing. Or at least it seems that way to me. And obviously, who can't respect a man who has accomplished so much? I do just wish he had a good sound friend in his life to speak into his ear, because I feel like sometimes he's surrounded by yes men and he doesn't get that level of reality that he should in his position. But either way, it's nice seeing the two of them agreeing to disagree in such a polite and public discourse. That's why free speech is awesome. You can say anything. Seeping turtle titties. See? Free speech rocks, guys. I loathe the day that I won't be able to say seeping turtle titties freely in a public setting. Wealth, love, and authenticity to you all.